sounded like a silly question, but then when you think about it, you're like, wait, well, all the bad part of smoking is like the inhaling of the smoke. So you just eat it.
It's healthier to eat a cigarette than to smoke.
Yeah. That's good. Put it.
Good question.
A cigarette cookie or something
For the holidays.
Yeah.
All right, so should we call a cigarette place? Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the World Record Podcast. It's me, B Money, and the A Train.
As always.
And we have a special guest today. Welcome, Brooks Wheelan.
Yay! I like this podcast. Very excited.
Thanks, Brooks. I like. You don't still do the working. Podcast?
I haven't retired it. Entry level is my podcast. I'll do like one every few months.
Okay.
It used to be weekly, and then I ran out of people I knew.
Yeah.
That's the problem with podcast or the type of if you're the type of person who just wants to like hang out with people that you like are interested or
like your friends or that you can joke
and
around
then you
with.
realize like I only have like 12 friends tops.
I mean, I did like 250 episodes, but like the first like 100 are great because I'm genuinely interested in all of those people.
Yeah.
And then it got to later where I was like, I don't think this person's that interesting, but I need a new person.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, what do you do? What's going on? What was your job? And I was like, let's just keep this special with just, now if I like run into somebody who hasn't been on yet, I'm like, you want to do my pod? And it's more fun. So each episode's better, but few and far between.
Yeah. That's kind of, I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. It's like, oh, there's a new one. Like,
it's not good for numbers.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah. People are creatures of habit, It's got to come out at a certain time.
We were talking to Brent Weinbach about that, like why he's just like, people just like, they feel like podcasts are their friends and like, they don't even have to be like good really at this point. Like, and that's what I'm banking on. So
right. I mean, I have one podcast that I listen to like every Monday and Thursday. It comes out. It's about college and Olympic wrestling, and it's like I'm like, cool. I know what I have an hour and a half of just listening to these dudes, and I love it.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't, sometimes like, oh, we couldn't come have one out. It like fucks my day up. I'm like, I was really banking on that.
Well, we can tell, like, I'm sure you've read comments too where people are like, the podcast isn't up yet, or like it was 15 minutes late. Like people get really upset about it. I guess that's why.
You build it into your routine.
Yeah.
Yeah, people, because of COVID, that's why that is. They like to police everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the masks.
Well, yeah, they don't get to do that. They can't, like,
Are you masking still?
I never did.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. All right.
We didn't mask. Fuck masking.
Shit. Hold on. The libtards are here.
Get over it. COVID's over.
Yeah, get over it. Oh, they're booing you now. Oh, wait. Here we are. There's our audience. MAGA.
Not only is COVID over, COVID never happened.
Yes.
It was all just a ploy.
Yeah.
That's right. And if you want to hear more in-depth, real talk, join the Patreon, patreon.com/World Record Podcast. The second half of the show is when we really get into it and talk about COVID. And politics, Kamala.
Trump's cabinet picks, like Trump's what's going on there.
Judge Judy
I do think the Matt Gaetz it is truly a fun one. Like, not fun if it's just Trump being like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be crazy.
Yes.
Like,
I just heard, I was just
Dr.
listening.
Oz is like the Surgeon General or something now. Like, isn't that true? I stopped paying attention to everything because I'm like, this is just too much. Like, it's
too wild.
I have mental problems already with like reality issues. And it's like, I can't really, I think I might have, like, have you had any like near death experiences? Not in the sense where like you saw a white light, but like where you like fell off of something, like where you think like, oh, I could have died there.
Yeah,
or like a close call.
I've had two like where your mouth tastes like metal. Like those type of experiences where I was like hiking and I didn't know how afraid of heights I was.
Okay.
It turns out I got freaked out.
Ooh.
So do you ever think like maybe you fell off of like a cliff or something and then just you just like, come back into like a different timeline of quantum kind of physics? That's because there's a handful of experiences, and this has been coming up. Like there's something with kids. Like I went out to dinner last night. I went and saw a magician, this guy Ben Seidman.
The best.
He's amazing. Like,
where'd you go see a magician?
I can't tell you. I'm part of this secret underground.
You can't tell anything about.
Well, do you ever go to the Magic Castle?
I've been once and I had a great time.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
great. Well, I
fun.
know Ben from because he had done some comedy shows and stuff. Like he does like whatever. He's like a performer, but he does like next level. Like he's like
Was it at the-
one of the best? It wasn't at the Magic Castle. He
Okay.
was recording. He was doing like a taping for a
Okay.
thing and invited like it was in a small theater, so he invited like 50 people. That like it was like invite only.
Right.
And
God, I wish I was so good at stand up that my shows you had to be invited.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of, I don't know if it's good or bad, where you're just like, we're not selling any tickets.
Right.
You have to, like,
You have to
you're
invite
my
people.
personal friend, and if you don't come, I'll know you're not there.
Yeah. And nobody else will be there if you don't come.
Yeah. You're going to ruin my career.
Yeah.
But he did, he's like crazy. Like, I was part of a trick, and I don't know if I should get into all the details because I feel like there was one part that like, oh, I shouldn't say that. Not that it was like set up at all, but he basically like had a girl on stage and, you know, did this card trick thing. And, you know, again, like all those, I can't figure out how, you know, you just like show them a card. They're like, or fan it out and just like look at a card, pick it, you know, just keep it in your mind. And then he gets it and like fucking shuffles them all up and stuff and puts them in this like wine glass. And then just like, he's like, okay, what's the card that you were thinking of? She's like 6 of diamonds. And he just like turns the wine glass around and it's just like the 6 of diamonds in there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know how the fuck he did that.
How?
Like he
How?
made shit disappear where like, I mean, there aren't,
And you're
sleeves
close
aren't
to
big
him.
enough.
And the thing, like when we saw him at the Magic Castle, the theater's so small that you're almost like, look, like, oh, I can tell, you know, it's not like he's up on a stage. He's like right there.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'll be able to figure it out. But then you're like, how the fuck do they do that?
I don't like, he'll have a thing like this and just be like, so if you put it in your hand like this and then it's just like gone.
Where did it go?
And you're like, well, where did it fucking go?
Right.
But anyway, so he made like, he ripped the card, like ripped a corner off of the card and then like made the other part of the card disappear. So he just had the corner of the card and he asked me, he's like, can you stand up? He's like, check in your back pocket. And I go in my back pocket and the fucking card was in my back pocket.
Like the ripped one?
The ripped card that fit
that he just
perfectly.
had just ripped.
Like,
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
so anyway, he's like, Ben is like next level, but his wife is like a child psychologist.
child?
Like
Oh.
you gotta get to
You gotta
it.
say it faster.
That's funny. Like, that's a funny sketch idea. The guy who pauses in wrong spot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really
Like,
solid.
I had sex with my childhood sweetheart
Yeah.
when I was 15. That's my new. I have a new joke. Oh, did I already tell this on the podcast? Where I say I lost my virginity to my 9th grade English teacher last month. She's like 90 right now. I've been a virgin up until now. But anyway, so this is a long-winded way to get to what I was talking about.
Okay.
About me thinking I'm
Yeah.
dead.
Oh,
Kids
right.
have this thing. So there's Ohio is like some kids. Ohio is slang now for something.
Okay.
Like lame or Ohio. My daughter was singing this like Ohio song when we were on a walk, and I was just kind of like, can you cool it with the Ohio song? And then I told her a story. I got robbed in Ohio. I got in Cleveland. This is another time that I think maybe I did die. This guy, I was walking down the street. I went for a walk after the show and near the hotel and just kind of walked in the wrong direction. This young kid with a big gun came up to me and was just like, how much money do you have? And I'm
Great.
like, yeah, as much as you need, man.
Cool.
Yeah,
see
that's
you.
actually was like my reaction. I've told this story, I'm sure, on the podcast before, but I was just like, oh, hey, man, yeah, whatever you want. Like, I feel like a lot of your, like, I think my brain first was just like, kind of be like, whoa, hey, be cool. Like, and
Right.
but then a millisecond later was like, don't tell him to do anything. Just fucking say, yeah, whatever you need, man. Like I was happy to see him.
Right.
Because I didn't want to get fucking shot. And I had like $250 on me
Right.
because we had just started this tour and I just like to have cash on me. And
You like cash on. You're famous for your night walks in bad areas. You like to get all that cash.
I like to hit the ATM before I go on a night walk in bad area.
Cleveland.
I didn't realize Cleveland. Like that's the thing too. Like I grew up in Philadelphia, which has some of the fucking worst neighborhoods in the world, and I think I just have. And from traveling a lot, like, do you ever get like sketched out? Like,
No,
when you're
I the only time I was like, this is a little sketchy. I was by myself in Marseille, France, after like some shows, and my phone had died because I didn't have a charger, and I was like, I'll figure it out, and I ended up in like a really weird part of town at night. I was like, oh, this is where I would rob me.
Yeah.
Like an American with
rob
no
me.
phone. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to take all your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Marseille is sketchy. Like it sounds.
Is
really
it
nice.
really?
Yeah, it's a port town.
Oh.
It's really sketchy.
a port town. Well, then there should have been a place to plug your phone in.
Yeah. Oh, there
Yeah,
it
there's
is.
Fucking
ports
USB port there.
Stupid.
It's a USB port town. So anyway, yeah, long story longer. So I told my daughter about this, and the guy actually, so when he robbed me, he was just like, how much money you got? How much money? He goes, empty your pockets, put everything on the ground. And so like I take my phone, and I was like, this was the second day of a tour that I was doing for like 2 weeks with Neil Hamburger and Todd Barry. And I'm just like, fuck, like as I'm putting my phone down, I'm just like, oh, like I'm just thinking like how he's going to take all my shit, and we have to travel and fly. And so I put my phone down, like my hotel key, whatever I had in my pocket. And then he's like, your money, how much money you got? And I was like, I got some money. And I just took my wallet out and just handed him like $200. I didn't even give him all of it. Like I was just like, I need to save $50, which was maybe, but like his eyes lit, like he was probably expecting to get like $40, $50 tops. So when I handed him the money, he was just like, oh shit. He was like, pick up all your shit, turn around and run.
Turn around and run? He's making you run?
And that's when,
I know.
Well, I didn't run, but as I was picking up my shit, I was like trying to make some kind of peace in my head. Cause I was like, I watch First 48 and all that shit. So I'm just like picking up my stuff, and I'm like, when I turn around, is he just going to fucking shoot me and run away? So, and as far as I know, he didn't, but I think like, oh, that could be a time when I died. And the reason I bring up my daughter, she was talking about Ohio. I told her.
So he didn't take your gear? You just wanted the money?
He had $200 and was just kind of like,
yeah.
pick
I mean,
up all
also
your shit.
very easy to get caught with a phone. Hard to get caught with cash. You know?
Yeah.
No, I think he was just like, whoa, this is way better. He's like, yeah, I don't need your fucking, phone and a hotel key. So I told my daughter, I didn't get into details, but I was like, oh, I was in Ohio. I actually got robbed by a guy, like a robber or whatever, took my money. So I went on a field trip with my daughter yesterday, and apparently she told her whole class this story too. So all the kids were like, oh, wait, you got robbed in Ohio? What was it like? Was he a robber? What kind of car did he have? Like all these questions. And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, they caught him though, right? And I'm like, no, they didn't catch him. But anyway, that's one time. Here are the main times that I think that maybe I died and shifted into another timeline. Okay. So not everybody thinks like this.
No.
One time in Austin, there was this summer of mushrooms when me and my two closest friends in Austin, we just I don't know how we came across it. We just had a bag like of mushrooms, like a gallon Ziploc bag of mushrooms. So
Damn.
like pretty much every day from my recollection, like this was like Austin peak slacker life. I was like 23 probably. We just kind of took mushrooms every day. And then in the summer, it's boiling hot. And so we would go hop hotel or apartment complex swimming pools. And so one time, we're on mushrooms and we're swimming in the pool, and then there was like a wall. So I climbed up on the wall to like jump into the pool from. And
Oh boy,
so
that sounds like a bad idea.
Well, here's how. Yeah, it is a bad idea. And then the way it was even dumber was like, when I got up on the wall was probably like, I don't know, 5.5. Like it was, I could pull myself up on it. So it like maybe came up to my chest. So on the other side of the wall though was the parking lot, and it was like a further drop down. So I get up on the wall, and as I'm standing up to like do like my Macho Man
Yeah.
Savage, yeah,
Went to the heavens.
I stand up but I continue standing. And I just fell backwards into the parking lot. Yeah,
On the back of your head?
I had like a little crescent. I landed on my back. I hit like a corner of a car, which I think left this little crescent cut from their bumper, and was just like, oh, what? Like it was fine. I felt like right between two cars,
just insane.
And so that's another time.
What a
that
fun
I'm like,
day that just went south.
You know what?
know.
It actually. I mean, we were on. Not, like,
Were you were on mushrooms?
I was on mushrooms, yeah, which I think is.
So
why
what did it feel?
It just
different?
was like, oof, like, knock the wind out of me. But I was like, oh, I'm fine. I'm like, and then we just continued with our night. Like,
great.
it wasn't like an evening ending, like, oh shit.
We got to go to the hospital.
Yeah, no, it was like.
Are you a mushroom guy?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Like, of all the drugs, that's my favorite one. It's
Mushroom.
like the one that.
And that's saying a lot
Yeah.
for you.
And it's the one that, like, whenever I take mushrooms, the next morning I think, like, if I get drunk or, smoke weed or something, like, I'll, like, talk too much. Mushrooms are the only one where I really feel like I listen. So I never wake up
Slows
after I
you
took
down.
mushrooms and I'm just like, man, I think I chewed everybody's ears off. I'm just like, wow, I was just really mellow last night. That was great. I am a pool jump idiot as well, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was dating this girl who had a pool, and she had like a rule I couldn't jump off her roof into the pool. And I was like, all right, well, I will bring out the ladder. I set up the ladder
Jump
by
off
the
of a
pool.
ladder.
Same
An
thing.
A-frame ladder?
A-frame ladder.
Yeah.
Set it up next to the pool. Climb up to the top. Macho Man point to the sky.
Right.
Absolutely not thinking about this at all. Go to jump in the pool. Just kick the ladder out from
Oh
under
my
me.
God.
Yeah.
And then
Gotta have someone holding
just
it.
caught my heel on the pool, like shattered my heel.
Oh my
It
God.
was a night ender.
Oh God, that sucks. That's such a like boy thing. My brothers would always want to. At my grandma's house over the pool, there was like an awning, but it was just like wooden slats. So they would jump off of that into the pool, and I just remember thinking like, why? You're gonna get. I mean, they never got hurt, but I think I'm a baby by that.
Dream situation. My cousin had an above ground pool and a trampoline, dragging that thing right over next to it every time. It was so fun.
Okay, that would be fun. I would see that at trampoline,
Yeah.
but from the roof, I
I
don't
don't know. It all seems fun, but that's that was my question to you. Was like, do you ever think that?
Well, but why did you
That
bring
maybe-
up Ben Seidman? What did his wife say about?
Oh,
something?
she was talking about the Ohio and
okay.
Sigma and Skibbity.
Is she a teacher or
No,
something?
she's going to she's getting her doctorate in child psychology or something. So she like deals with kids.
saying Sigma.
But because like I asked the parents too, because like there were other parents on the field trip, and they're like, why are they asking you about getting robbed in Ohio? And I'm like, well, you know how
They're like,
they
I was
always
robbed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
why are you in this like art like field trip like where everybody's
Everyone's
sitting around
talking
doing
about-
art and everybody's like, so he had what kind of gun? Like how big was the gun? And I was like, it was just a gun. Like
You told him that there was a gun?
I didn't tell them shit. Marley told them something.
They shouldn't even been saying that word at school, gun.
Well, but then I asked the parents.
This was a long con. You wanted Marley to take this info to school to be the cool dad.
Exactly. Exactly. Now they're all going to think, yeah.
I really
well, Marley's
didn't.
dad got robbed.
I mean, it is kind of like, oh, be careful what you talk about with
Yeah, no,
your
doy.
kids. Well, I don't know. I mean,
They just say anything. They repeat anything.
but that is it. Like I guess that's like an exciting story.
Sure.
But the other parents, because I didn't know if this Ohio thing was just with our kid.
No, it's like a.
It's a
I
thing.
have no idea what you're talking about.
I think-
but
I
I don't
think-
have kids.
Yeah,
I
right.
think it's
yeah.
like-
You wouldn't. It's amazing this whole other world that exists like underground of like children. Because it's like, yeah, there's like
Well, it's
Danny
things-
Go, there's Coco Melt, like there's
Yeah.
all this shit that you just wouldn't.
Yeah.
It never bleeds into regular society. of,
Wait,
like-
Danny Go?
Danny Go is a YouTube
Little, like
guy.
a dance guy?
Yeah,
sort,
yeah,
he
yeah.
does like
Is it for like little kids?
Yeah,
yeah.
like 3.
Have you heard of
Okay.
him?
Okay, I have a really crazy story about
Okay,
I thought
okay.
it was Go
Nice.
Danny.
Danny Go.
Danny Go. So my grandmother recently passed over the weekend, and it was
Oh.
it was a
Oh,
huge
shit.
bummer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold
but
on,
I-
let's have a moment of silence.
Well, she rocked. But so I went and said goodbye to her on Saturday. It was
that
really,
sucks.
it was really intense. All my family's there, super duper intense.
Yeah.
But my cousin has like a 2-year-old, and it was just this crazy boogie night situation where you go in, say goodbye to your grandma, squeeze his hand, like it's fucking sobbing, and then you come out.
Yeah.
This 2-year-old's watching this goddamn Danny Go show.
Yeah.
So you come out from saying goodbye to my grandma I love so much. I came out and go, what the fuck is on TV?
He's like, jump to the left.
Yes,
jump,
it was exactly.
Jump.
I was walking out from this earth-shattering moment to this is a shark.
Unserious.
And I'm just like, can we turn that fucking shit off?
You don't want to listen to Danny
you
Go?
ready to crush some candy with me? We're gonna melt it all down to create the
This guy?
world's largest candy cane.
Yeah, I associate this with my grandma's death now.
Oh no!
So messed up.
Yeah.
How old was she? Awake and stuff when you did
She
that?
was 90. She was in hospice. So
Okay.
she's
Aw.
kind of.
Sorry, man.
It sucks. Yeah.
That's,
It sucks.
My
It
grandma
sucks.
just turned 99, a couple weeks ago.
My grandma died 5 years ago, and it still sucks.
Yeah. Grandma's rock.
I know.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, damn, you just don't
Was
have
that
a
your
grandma
last
anymore.
one?
No, I have a grandma in Missouri, and then my grandma's husband, Dwight, is still rocking, and he's super healthy in Clinton, Iowa. So I got a grandma and a grandpa.
Oh, that's not you. Lucky.
But except Dwight isn't her husband, because that's a second marriage for Dwight, or is that?
No.
Oh, dang! I ruined my own joke. I was gonna say Dwight's only 25. Her husband.
Dwight was watching Danny Go.
yeah, he likes Danny Go. I'm sorry, that's a bummer because we love Danny Go at our house.
Well,
Our Danny Go house.
it's for funerals.
We just went. I know.
Yeah.
My uncle's having a funeral next Saturday. We should play
that's
it.
right.
My uncle's funeral. We should play it.
Well, we should make
At the-
Danny Go knockoff songs for funerals.
That's sad.
Shout out Danny Go.
Shout out Danny Go.
Because
Shout
I know
out your
about
grandma.
Bluey.
Yeah.
Oh, Bluey's the best.
Bluey bled into my life. Just
Have you watched an episode?
Well, I've been over at Nick Turner's house when his son was who's I think
okay.
3 was watching it, and then it's just like crack.
It's so good and it's so funny and there's so many jokes for the parents and then it's sweet. It always makes me cry. Almost every episode. I'm like,
Really?
right at the end. Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess
it's
it
so
wasn't
sweet.
I wasn't watching it super intensely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
well,
what is
because
it?
I think we started watching it just kind of. I'm like, oh, what's this? And you put it on. And you're like, oh, this is cute. And then the more you watch it and pay attention, you're like, damn, that's it's just so real.
What was you guys' cartoon that you could turn on and you're just like, I'm fucking zoned in? For me, it was Rugrats. If Rugrats was on, I'm like, I don't give a shit what's happening in the world.
Mine was
all I'm doing.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I mean, I would watch SpongeBob all day long. My stepbrother would be like, how can you watch this much SpongeBob? I watched the same episodes I've watched for 20 years.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brennan, did you have a TV show when you were little that you were just like, this is
I don't think they had
amazing?
TVs
Yeah,
back
there wasn't
then.
really TV invented
Yeah.
until I was a
Yeah.
teenager.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I mean, you know what? The stuff that sticks out to me was summertime. Well, I mean, Pee-wee's Playhouse. That was a
Yeah.
Destination's Saturday morning show. Cartoons when I was real little, I don't really remember. I remember in the summer times, when you're on summer break,
Yeah.
they would just show reruns because we didn't get cable until super late,
Right.
And reruns of the Brady Bunch and fucking.
There weren't
they
really
would
that many
show-
cartoons.
Well, they would show
Fat Albert or
Transformers
whatever?
and shit. Oh yeah,
Oh,
Fat
yeah.
Albert, I guess. Yeah, I would watch that. But they would show the Munsters and
Oh, yeah, I like the Munsters.
and the Brady Bunch. I don't know. Was that even you probably had cable the whole time?
But I mean, Brady Bunch was rocking.
Yeah.
I would watch Brady Bunch a lot. I loved it.
Yeah.
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 That they don't have
I
reruns like that anymore. I,
used
mean,
to
there's no
watch-
rerun. There's no TV channels. We were
No.
talking about that. It's just it's just all streaming. Kids just have a
It's
bottomless pit.
slowly turning back, I think, into cable and TV, regular TV, because now there's even on Disney Plus, there's a live stream where it's oh, well, this is just Disney Channel.
I mean, dude, I had to
You
ride.
know?
I
But
rode
it
with.
never ends is the problem. It's like pornography on the internet.
it's
Really, it's
okay.
no.
Well, no, you're right. I rode from Des Moines to Clinton to go to see my grandma with my brother and his wife, and he has 3 boys, who are freshmen, 7th grade and 4th grade, and they were just each watching whatever the fuck they wanted.
Oh yeah.
So-
Now.
so chill, headphones,
Good.
mellow as hell. But it was a 4-hour drive, and was just saying, growing up with my older brothers, like that was hell.
Yeah.
Like it was just madness, fighting,
Yeah.
screaming,
Just torturing each other.
Yeah.
It's like
Hitting,
you're
yelling.
bored,
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna slowly encroach on my brother's space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just
I
piss
mean,
Get him to scream.
Because like my brother's wife was like, "What would you guys do?" I was like, "We played a game. It was a game where you took that middle seatbelt, that was the loose one, and that's a snake, and you hit kneecaps. It bites kneecaps. Like that. I'm like, she's like, that was a game. I go, it was a game. It was a bad game.
Yeah. Milton Bradley. It was a board game.
Yeah.
They sold it. They sold like a seatbelt.
Ow, a seatbelt buckle you slap on each other's knees.
No,
That's
no,
so funny.
stab.
Oh, stab.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's a
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's
bite.
even worse. That's even worse.
Kneecaps. It loves kneecaps.
Let's
That's
see,
so funny. I do kind of miss that. It's nice that they're so quiet, but I miss sort of like I like when the kids wrestle and play and like I don't like when they fight. Obviously,
They still do that. It's even funny when they fight sometimes. Like it's funny to hear our daughter.
She likes to
tease
mess with our
son.
little son, who's. I mean, I get it. Like he just has a Marley. Like he just whines and it's like, and she laughs. I'm like, yeah, I remember doing that with my little brother.
Right.
Let's see
I
if
thought
we
it
can
was
do a
funny.
Danny Go song. I just created this with AI. Hey kids, do you like do you like thinking that you died and maybe went into another dimension? Well, try some mushrooms and climb up on a wall. And to jump into a swimming pool and fall into a parking lot. Okay, here's
Climb.
Climb.
Stand on the wall. Fall.
trip.
Yeah.
Trip your brains out.
I love
cool.
Danny Go.
Yeah, Danny Go's good. Okay, let's call. We do have a guest on the line too. This is a big get. But let's call. We were talking about. Do you smoke cigarettes?
No, but
Did you used to casually or no?
no, I probably
Okay.
smoked like in my life like 20.
Oh, that's
Same,
good.
same.
Yeah.
I haven't smoked in a long time.
I quit
10
smoking
years.
over 5 years ago, but
But you vape still.
yeah,
So
I
that's not
can't
really
stop
quitting
vaping.
smoking. It's the same
I guess
thing.
not. Yeah. Well, it's not the same thing, but it's pretty. Yeah,
It's the same
probably
thing.
worse. I don't know.
Yeah, probably worse.
I don't know. According to my quit smoking app, it's not the same thing, but
They say you can vape.
yeah. They say like there's a thing about e-cigarettes in there where it's like, how much money did you spend on e-cigarettes? Whatever. I'll quit vaping. I quit drinking fucking 8 months ago. So it's like, you just need something to do. I mean, what a lot of people do is they're just like, oh yeah, I'm just in the gym now all the time.
Yeah,
Which I
that's what you
guess,
should
That's
do.
what I have to do.
Go get buffed.
I
out.
started getting buff with Whitmer Thomas.
Oh yeah.
We
Oh.
meet at the gym every morning at 9.
Do you
Really?
Yeah, every morning at 9. Me and Whit meet at this in South Pasadena. And we chuck weights around for an hour.
Are you
You should
trying to get
go.
like huge as a joke?
Whit got real. Whit is really strong now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I'm just like it's nice morning routine. You know, it's like I go meet Whit. We talk about jokes. We just like do push-ups and stuff, and then
It's fun to do it like with weightlifting is fun to do like with other people. I feel. I don't know, or just it's like a hangout.
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's just like a little morning. I got to go meet Whit at 9. It's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
You should do that too, Brendan. You should.
Yeah. You want to
crash.
come get buff with me and Whit?
Maybe.
9 o'clock every morning.
All right. Well, let's
That's
call. We were
good.
talking about cigarettes before. Let's call a place and see
Okay.
if we can eat cigarettes.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see if they answer.
Oh, they're probably busy. Everybody's busy.
Smoke shop.
Hey, are you guys busy?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you busy there today? Are you busy? Oh, fuck was that?
Call him back again.
I mean, you gotta let him know. Fill him in with the question up top. Hey, I got
I
a
should have.
question.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know.
I know you always be like, hey, you know me, remember
I
me?
lost it.
And then
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, I'm gonna hang up now. Just gotta jump so they don't have, so they don't even have a chance to think about it.
Okay. All right.
Let's try the next one. Come on, you're supposed to be the prank call master.
Yeah. Well, I'm outgrowing it.
Yeah.
Can't be like a.
Can I try?
Yeah, you go.
Okay.
Smoke shop, how may I help you?
Yeah. Hey, I'm trying to quit smoking, but I'm addicted to the nicotine. Can I eat cigarettes? Is that healthier than smoking it?
Are you serious, sir?
Yeah. No, because like it does have all the nicotine in it, and I don't eat it. I eat a lot fewer than I smoke.
I would not suggest you eat cigarettes, sir.
Well,
Why?
isn't there? This is Brooks's dad. I want him to stop smoking because he smokes in the house. And my friend at work told me that there's like these natural brands like American Spirits, and you can eat those, and you get the same effect, but you don't.
You should not be eating cigarettes.
What's that? Hold on, I'm gonna put my wife on the phone.
Wait, what'd you say, sir?
He's saying don't eat it, which is I
But why?
disagree.
We disagree.
It's better than it doesn't go in your lungs that way, right?
Do not eat cigarettes.
But then we're eliminating secondhand smoke too, so I can eat cigarettes in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And around his baby brother.
Is this like a joke or something? Or
No.
No.
No, do not eat cigarettes.
But
Don't-
why? You're not telling us why.
If we came in there and bought a pack of cigarettes, you would sell them to us, no questions asked, though, right? So what we do with them once we leave your store,
It's none of your business.
none of your business, right?
And if you have no smoking inside the store, I can still eat the cigarettes inside the store.
Exactly. You could eat cigarettes at a bar. You could eat cigarettes at school,
This is some,
on a plane.
I guess we'd want non-filtered, right?
no, hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second.
And if we get the menthol, then that's probably the best to eat.
Yeah, it
Probably
makes your
tastes
breath
better.
smell better.
Yeah.
It's like a mint.
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
If we eat menthol cigarettes, well, that's probably the best cigarette to eat, right?
No, I would not suggest you to eat any kind of cigarettes, sir. It's
Do you sell non-filtered menthol cigarettes?
we don't sell any menthols at all.
Okay. What about vape? Do you have vapes?
Do I have vapes?
Vape, like vapes? Yeah.
Yeah, I have vapes.
Can you just drop the liquid on your tongue or
Could
something?
you just drink the vape juice instead of smoking it?
No.
Because I know they have flavors, right? You have like Smurf piss or whatever, jungle juice.
We don't have that stuff. We have liquids, but
Oh, the liquid. Perfect. Then you could just drop put like a
Man.
dropper on your tongue.
And I just really want to stress, I'm not eating the cigarettes for food. It's just in lieu
you know
of
what the
smoking.
best way to
Yeah.
quit smoking is?
What's
What?
that?
Is eating feces.
That's not true.
What is
That's,
that?
now you're joking.
Is that
cool?
is that like Reese's Pieces?
I
Yeah.
mean, you guys want to eat cigarettes, so you tell me what's more ridiculous.
we don't want to
We
eat
don't
them.
want to.
We
He
think
just-
it's
he needs to.
Yeah.
I think that eating a cigarette, given the option,
The
you
best
have to.
solution to not smoking, if you want alternative forms of nicotine, there are nicotine pouches.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
You could eat those.
Can you
should not
swallow
eat
those?
Anything
Well, they say you don't
that has
swallow
nicotine
gum.
in it.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the boogeyman. Like my brothers would say, if you swallow gum, you get worms in your stomach. So that's like kind of the same thing. Like, don't
what
swallow
about-
a patch because there's going to be worms in there, but it's not really.
What
true.
about? You remember when Bill Clinton put like a cigar up his ass or whatever?
No, I don't remember that.
Didn't Bill
Up
Clinton
his
do
own
s-
ass, and
Is
then he
that-
had her suck on
Brooks, didn't Bill Clinton put a cigar in his ass?
Yeah, it was in '96 when he was doing.
It was after the Lewinsky thing. He tried to divert everyone's attention.
He did it at a hearing.
Yes, yeah, and then he probably took it out and took a bite. So, like, eating cigarettes, cigars, and feces all together might be the
We
best
never said
solution.
anything about Reese's Pieces, even though I do like candy.
It was just
Yeah.
Halloween. Do you have any Halloween vapes?
Yeah, I do actually. I have a flavor called Spooky Vanilla.
Oh no shit! All right. Well, maybe we'll come in. We'll get some of that.
Spooky vanilla.
Yeah.
All right.
You have to put it in your mouth before you smoke it, like the whole device.
The whole device, you have to put the whole vape in your
Yeah,
mouth.
that's
You
how
have
you
to-
activate it.
Deep throated. Okay.
I don't know if you should swallow a whole vape.
No,
I
we're
think
not
just use
stupid. We're
shots
just
of,
doing. Yeah, we just want either the liquid or the cigarettes. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
gonna-
never called you guys stupid. This is a very intellectually stimulated conversation we're having.
Yeah, this is.
What if you bake the cigarette into like a cookie?
Oh, there you go.
That's good.
That's a
that's-
good idea.
That's probably the smartest thing I've heard all day.
Okay,
Thank you.
then we'll do that. We'll come in.
I'm a woman, by the way, so see, women are smart.
She voted
Exactly.
for. She voted for Kamala Harris. What do you think of that?
I think she has a right to vote for whoever she wants to vote for.
Wow. Thank you,
That's
sir.
good.
That's good.
All right. Well, we'll come in. Maybe we'll dip. We'll get some of the spooky feces flavored or whatever it was called.
Get some.
ET ate the spooky Reese's Pieces Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. And we'll dip the tobacco in that, and then we'll bake it into a cookie.
And we'll bring you some so you can try it. You're going to love it.
I can't wait.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well,
All right, well, we love you.
Yeah, we love you.
Yeah, I love you guys too. What was your names again?
I'm B Money. I'm here with the A Train, and then
I'm also B Money.
He's also B Money.
Sick.
We're rappers.
I love it.
Who are trying to get healthy.
We're healthy rappers. Do you want to hear a rap?
Go for it.
Okay, here we go. Yo, yo, yo. Yo,
Sick.
Yeah, yo.
Turn on.
Dude,
Yeah, turn on mine too. Turn on mine too.
rap about eating cigarettes for fun, just to be healthy with my mom. Gonna bake a cigarette into a cookie, and then I'm gonna say, hey looky, there ain't no smoke up in my house. I ain't gonna bother no one, not even a mouse. I'm gonna eat cigarettes till the cows come home. Gonna stuff my face, stuff them in my dome. Gonna eat these smokes, it ain't no joke. I'm gonna suck on a joke and take a toke, but I ain't gonna light it. When I say toke, I mean I'm gonna eat it, that's right. I'm gonna eat a smoke. Take it away, Trey.
He's gonna eat a smoke. And if for dessert you can get the vape liquid, you just drop it on your tongue and it tastes real good.
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum. Did you like that song, sir?
Oh, you guys are amazing.
Thank you. Oh, this is the second part of the song.
Well,
Here comes.
Are we gonna? Okay.
We're going to continue.
This is just like an interlude where it's just
I gotta go.
Remember when Bill Clinton stuck a cigar up his ass? It ain't. Remember when Bill Clinton stuck a cigar up his own ass? He went right to the head of the class of putting cigars in his ass. Monica Lewinsky didn't care about that. It diverted attention from her snatch and the cigar that went into it. And Bill Clinton pulled his out and it was covered in shit.
And that's the end of the song, right?
That's the end of the song.
That was
I
a
guess.
great
Yeah. Well, thanks, sir.
Amazing. Good job, guys. Good job.
All right.
You rock.
You rock.
You
we
rock,
appreciate
dude.
you. Happy holidays. Have a good Thanksgiving. Have a good Christmas. If you celebrate
You guys,
those
amazing.
things.
Do you celebrate Christmas?
I do.
Oh, we could stuff. What about Thanksgiving?
I celebrate Thanksgiving as
You
well.
can
We could stuff
use,
a turkey with cigarettes.
I was just going to say you can use the tobacco in your stuffing.
There you
It's
go.
been a very revolutionary call.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. One love. We love you.
One love.
Love you guys too.
All right. Thanks. I hope you have a wonderful day. Wonderful day.
One love. One love.
One love. One love. One love. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you forever. Love you forever. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, when I think about you, it makes me feel so good. Selling the cigarettes and the vapes. When I think about you, I go ape. Because I love you so much, sir. And I want you to succeed. And you give me cigarettes that I will eat.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
It's fun talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless
Bye,
you.
guys.
All right. One love.
Bye.
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 That was. He stayed on a long
They stay
time.
on for a really long time, a lot of the times.
So it's either they hang up right away or
Yeah.
it takes them like 15 minutes.
And that's the appropriate kind of, I think, he's just hanging out in one of those little places
Yeah.
surrounded by vapes and
nobody in there.
nitrous tanks. Did you know that? You go to a vape store, they sell giant nitrous tanks.
Oh, good. Yeah. No, I feel like he came around to us and we came around to him by the end. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
we were
He
all,
was,
we had a nice little like harmony there towards the end.
Yeah, it kind of worked out. We'll fix it in post.
Okay.
But we do have we have a guest, ladies and gentlemen. Did you watch the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight?
I did. I was in Iowa for that, so I did watch it. It was surrounded by just a bunch of people who took it very serious.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Are you a boxing?
Like they thought.
Well, they were upset that it was bad, and I was
Right.
like, "What'd you think it was gonna be?"
That's the thing. I don't want to say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have on the line. We actually have Jake Paul on the line.
big.
If he's still there, Jake, are you there?
Yo, it's Jake Paul.
Hey, Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, congrats on
Thank
beating
you
up
for
a.
having me on this podcast show.
Yeah, of course. Congratulations on beating up a 58-year-old man.
Oh, thanks, man.
That was. That's got to be pretty cool to be standing in the ring with Mike Tyson. Though. I mean, I'm old enough to remember Mike Tyson in his heyday, and that's got to be intimidating, even though he is like
Almost 60.
he's like 58. But I mean, he looks. Did you watch see his workout videos and stuff? Like he's still.
I mean, I wouldn't want to get punched by him.
No
Jake,
way.
You're a brave man, Jake.
I'm sorry I didn't knock him out.
Oh, really?
So you
I made
did.
a lot of money, the most money I've made ever.
Well, good for you. You deserve it. You've earned it, and you deserve it.
Now,
Every penny.
Now, when the 58-year-old man came out wearing a knee brace for a boxing match, was that intimidating?
No.
Yeah, kind of the opposite. I felt. I was like, he got a knee brace. He boxing.
Yeah.
What kind of a
I'm
shape?
nervous. I have to blow my nose.
Okay.
All right, you could turn the microphone
You
off.
have to
once
do
you-
it right into the phone.
Wow.
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast. For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast. Patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast.